Alright guys, this is for class from Tuesday, February 18th, 2020. This recording is for those of you that missed for one reason or another. You'll need a couple things. You're going to definitely need some paper and a pen or a pencil, something to write with. Probably need headphones so that you can listen to me while I teach you. And of course your computer or cell phone device where you can connect to YouTube. As this video is being placed on Google Classroom through YouTube. Okay, or vice versa. Sorry about that. Anyway, you're going to be taking lots of notes today, but the very first thing I want you to do is put your name at the top of the paper because you're going to be turning this in to me. You are going to do what we call quick write, where you're going to consider Odysseus as a Greek hero. So read the quick writing prompt right in front of you on this recording. When you write, please take a moment and pause this video, giving yourself time to write before you jump into the lesson because we have a lot to talk about. And I will be asking you to pull from your own notes for your future writing, so you're going to need some material. So go ahead and take a moment, pause this video, and we will be back. All right, now that you have done some writing, you told me what makes Odysseus, in your mind, what makes Odysseus a Greek hero. We're going to just talk about a few areas and on this recording. So let me go ahead and change my pen color and zoom in. So Odysseus. So if I'm writing stuff down, so are you. Is a hero. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be talking about. So some ways that I have pulled that Odysseus is a hero, and also some of your classmates have pulled it today. Odysseus shows his intelligence. Or he's intelligent. Yeah, it shows he is intelligent. Sorry, I was trying to say intelligence, but that didn't come out right. Okay, and then we have he's protective. No big feat, right? But here's where we get interesting. The gods interfered. And not only did they interfere, they supported. As in the case of Hermes and Athena. Okay. He did pass all of his trials. In one way, shape, or another. He went home, definitely went home changed. And probably one of the most key aspects of him being a hero is he did not seek this journey. It was given to him. Even Athena told him in the beginning that she wants him to take this journey. Now remember, this has nothing to do with Troy. Troy is part of the Iliad. We're talking only solely about the Odyssey, because that is the story of Odysseus, okay? All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about his characteristics, because that's what made him a hero, all right? So we have a couple things here. I'm going to talk about his intelligence. So one of the areas of his intelligence that we pulled together as a class is that he named himself nobody on the island with the Cyclops. Oh, sorry, that was bad. B-O-D-Y. When he was confronted. Just a reminder, you need to be taking notes if you're not already. Just good to have a little reminder, okay? So the Cyclops then declared that nobody blinded him, right? Okay. Next, he's highly protective. All right. He sacrificed himself and his morals and maybe won't think it's a sacrifice, but in that time frame it was himself and his morals. And I talk about morals as in how do you handle tough situations? What are your ideas about, I don't know, premarital sex, drugs, alcohol, partying, cussing, all those things that we would consider sinful? What are your morals there? And they can be good or bad, all right? So depending upon how society sees it. But he sacrifices morals. In other words, he cheated on his wife with the witch Circe's in her palace to save his men, right? Go over here. To save his men. All right. So there's two things that he did. He passed all of his trials. We talked a little bit today about how he survived Hades. He survived the three-headed beast. I can't remember what that was called, but it was in that strait where he had to take a ship and he had to sacrifice the goat in the end. And, of course, the Cyclops Island, along with many other trials and situations, including his last. All right, so we have those things. And those were some of the notes that we took about Odysseus as a hero. We're going to come back to this in a moment, but we're going to change concept of how I want you to write this, okay? So your next section of notes, you can draw a line under Odysseus. You can flip the page. I don't care. But we're going to talk about what it takes to make a paragraph, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I showed kids today what it takes to make a paragraph in class, or what it takes to make an essay in class. And the essays that are supposed to be the solid 5-paragraph essays are taking about 3 pages double-spaced. 12-point font, Times New Roman. So you guys need to know that, yeah, I'm asking you to do a lot. But you know what? The stronger you write, the better your stuff is going to sound, and the higher your grades are going to be. So you're going to be glad I taught you this. And this is something you need to learn because it'll carry on into your sophomore year and so on and so forth, okay? All right, so we're going to talk just today about the body paragraphs. So let's talk about the 8 total sentence body paragraph. I know that sounded weird. That's okay. I'm not going to stop this recording. 1 body paragraph. This is going to be a reteach moment. For some of you, it may be new, but most of you, this is a reteach because we did this with our favorite animal. All right, only we didn't switch sentences. Okay, so the 1 body paragraph. All right, so we're going to talk about our topic sentence. The topic sentence is labeled as TS, SENTENC, or TS. So I'm going to call my topic sentence as Odysseus is a mortal Greek hero. I know I'm not going to leave it like that. It's too broad. I want to tighten it up when I write. I want to know exactly what I'm talking about in that 1 paragraph. And I'm not going to talk about Odysseus being a mortal Greek hero throughout. I've got something I have to say. But that's going to be where I start because I've got to start somewhere. Okay? So Odysseus is a mortal Greek hero. Okay, he's not a god, he's a hero. All right, so that's my topic sentence. Like I said, I'm probably going to change that at the end. All right. Next sentence. If you remember, it's that CD, concrete detail. This is that fact. This is what happened in the story. This is what was said in the article. This is what was shown. This is what the professor stated. Whatever it is that you're trying to prove, you've got the fact. This is the concrete detail. And right now we're talking about the Odyssey. So this is the concrete detail about Odysseus. And what we determined is that we really liked the fact that he was intelligent. I mean, if you look back at our notes, really, he names himself nobody. Who thinks about that? That's pretty smart. Okay? So we're going to go in and we're going to say that when he encountered the Cyclops, he told the beast that his name was nobody. Oh, that was bad. Okay. So that's a concrete detail. He did that. All right. Change my page on my notes. All right. So now we're going to go to the next sentence. That is one sentence. That's two sentences, okay? Sentence number 3 is going to be the commentary. This acts just like it does on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, any of your other social media. When you make a comment about something, somebody puts a video on TikTok and you make a comment about it. When somebody puts something out on YouTube, whatever you see that makes you respond to it, that's commentary. So you've got something to say about something. This is your reaction to that sentence, okay? I should be able to hear your voice a little bit in your commentary. So in my commentary, we talked about this in class. When he did blind the Cyclops, the beast declared that nobody made him blind, which allowed Odysseus and his men to get away. So let me go in. If I'm going to repeat myself, I need to make sure. When he encountered the Cyclops, he told the beast that his name was nobody. There we go. I'm not going to repeat myself. I forgot to put commentary. Sorry. Commentary. All right, there we go. When he blinded the Cyclops, the Cyclops, because I don't want to talk about Odysseus, I'm going to say the Cyclops, declared that, nobody made him blind. blind, which allowed Odysseus and his men the chance to get away. Comments again. Commentary again. This is only one of many trials where Odysseus demonstrates his intelligence. Sorry, it's so small. Next page. CD, I've got to link it together. Another great example is when Odysseus returns home and instead of rushing, home, he knows he has to create a plan or risk losing everything. Comment about this. Okay. His last act was his greatest. Of intelligence, because that's what I'm talking about. Was his greatest. Next comment. Let's see if I can get it on here. If not, I'll have to flip page. Was his greatest. Let's see. It was in his proof. In the proof of his strength. And ability with a bow, an arrow, and ability with his bow and arrow that he proved his identity. Gaining back his home. Or I should just say his life. Final sentence, concluding statement. That's called the CS. Concluding statement or conclusion sentence, however you want to put it. Concluding sentence. That's what we're going to call this because that's what we're talking about. Okay. In these demonstrations, of intelligence, because that's been the whole thing. Odysseus has proven one trait of a true Greek hero. Now, I'm going to tell you, we're going to go back to that topic sentence, because that topic just says he was a great hero. We're going to go back and talk about the idea of intelligence, because if I'm not mistaken, almost every sentence on this has to deal with the fact that Odysseus was highly intelligent. Okay, so let's go in and let's take Odysseus is a, how about, and Odysseus demonstrates high intellect. Making him I should say Greek hero material. Let's go ahead and take that off. Let's do this. I need to take off this because I messed up on that. That's okay. Hero material. There we go. I like that sentence because it's, you know, it sounds like you guys a little bit. All right. All right, so let's take a look at our sentence, our paragraph now. I mean, this is a pretty legit paragraph. It's pretty long. It's pretty full. It's got a lot to it. I could tell which ones are which. Topic sentence. Odysseus demonstrates high intellect, making him Greek hero material. When he encountered the Cyclops, he told the beast that his name was nobody. So I'm going to kind of link that a little bit together. It really doesn't flow together. Odysseus demonstrates high intellect, making him Greek hero material. One prime example of this is when he encountered the Cyclops, and he told the beast that his name was nobody. So we're going to put that conjunction there. There we go. That's good. And he told the beast that his name was nobody. When he blinded the Cyclops declared that nobody made him blind, which allowed Odysseus and his men to get the chance to get away. This is only one of many trials where Odysseus demonstrates his intelligence. Another great example is when Odysseus returns home. And instead of rushing home, he knows he has to create a plan or risk losing everything. And I'm going to say, instead of rushing to his wife and son, so I avoid repetitiveness, rushing to his wife and son, he knows he has to create a plan or risk losing everything. His last act of intelligence was his greatest. It was in the proof of his strength and with his bow and arrow that he proved, and skill. I didn't put skill in there. See? It's so important to go back and reread what you wrote. It was in the proof of his strength and skill with his bow and arrow that he proved his identity, giving him back his life. Let's say giving. Him back his life, right? Okay. Final sentence. In these demonstrations of intelligence, Odysseus has proven one trait of a true Greek hero. So there you have it. That's the eight sentence paragraph. Now, when you write an essay a 5-paragraph essay until you learn how to manage this, you're not going to go very far from the pattern, okay? Let's go back in and count how many sentences we've got going on here. We've got 8, right? Topic, sentence, I'm going to use a different pen. Topic, sentence, concrete detail, it's 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's do the math really quick. Let's do it over here. 8, how many body paragraphs? We've got, normally got 5 paragraphs in the full essay. Body paragraphs, you've got 3 of them. Those are the paragraphs in between. So 8 times 3 is 24 sentences for your body. Then in your intro, you're going to do no less than 3. And in your conclusion, you're going to do no less than 3. That gives you 30 total sentences for a complete essay. Okay? Now notice in each of my sentences, I stuck with the idea of intelligence. He knows. Intelligence. He proved. Knowledge. This one is the cause of, or the effect of, I guess it's the effect of his intelligence. Intelligence. Intellect. Here is the cause. So we've got several different things to talk about when we're looking at these sentences, but notice that I had to keep everything cohesive. Talking about intellect, talking about his intelligence, giving an example and what happened because of that example. All right? Every sentence shows that, and every sentence is linked to another. I linked the second CD with these terms of another great example. Here, one prime example, another great example. Okay? I hope this video helps you understand this a little bit more. What you're going to do now that you've written a paragraph with me, a topic with me, tomorrow I'm going to release the topics I want you to write about. I'm going to give you a list of Odysseus's traits, a list of the activities that he did, including some of these. These one, I don't know if I want to include intelligence for you guys. I think we need to do something different, and have you guys choose where then you are going to put together an 8-sentence paragraph. I should be able to go in, mark on each sentence what type of sentence is it. And I should be able to see the topic sentence. And this is how I should be able to mark it. The concrete detail. The comment. The comment. Concrete detail. Comment. Comment. And concluding sentence. That's the pattern I'm looking for. Anything vary off of that, you're going to get marked down for. Okay? I need to see it in this format. I hope that helps. I hope that explains things a little bit. If you need to go back and rewatch something, well, you got me on recording now. So good luck with this. Take your notes. Do your quick write because you're going to need some stuff. If you don't see your topics that you think that makes him a great hero, but you have something to say about it, of course you can use it when you do your writing. And I'll put a place in there for you guys to do that when I send you your next assignment. But for today, I want these notes taken. I want everything written down that I've given you in this video onto a piece of paper. And yes, it's for a grade, so make sure you take care of business. Good luck, and I will talk with you guys through video tomorrow. Thanks.